Good afternoon from Grondine Park. It's just about 12 o'clock. I've just arrived. I go through an orientation first. Might be Henry or might be somebody else. And because they're doing work here, we get a shuttle down to, or I get a shuttle down to the access point then. So just looking forward to 3 days of finding a waterfalls, resting in my hammock, and just enjoying being out in the woods. After an hour of paddling into for me, a fairly strong headwind, I'm at the first portage here. It's not very long, maybe 140 meters or so. But it's the first time that I've had this boat out on a trip. There's a few things that I still need to work out with it. For one thing, since the yoke is attached or is not attached, I have to each time I go out, I have to take it off and put it back on again. Finding the exact spot where it's balanced properly. I thought I had it marked out before on a trial run, but apparently not. So I'm still working on where this should be, whether it should be right here or over here. Still working on that. As well, this is the first trip that my bear vault is actually inside a small pack. So I carry that over when I carry over the canoe with me. But one thing I have to remember is when I'm carrying that over, I can't carry my life jacket over there anymore because I can't wear it while I'm wearing the pack. So that's something else I have to work out. I can't wear it when I'm carrying the small pack with the canoe or the large pack. So I have to hold my hand, and it's something to still to work out. But one thing that is working out really well is my map holder from Recreational Barrel Works, Andy Baxter. I've got my maps in there. I actually have a map of both of Point Grondine, and the lat long map also has this area on it as well. And my keys are in there, and a charger for it. So that's working out well. We've got one more small portage that will be at the Waterfalls. I don't think it's very long. Maybe half an hour or so, maybe less, I'm not sure. And then it's on to my campsite. And it'll just be 2 days of laying in my hammock, reading a book, maybe doing a few little short day trips in the canoe, but just a get out of the city trip. And get out of the city, and this is the view that I have. There are 2 falls here in this park, I believe. One of these is portages. A little bit of water here going over. That's pretty waterfalls. It'd be nice if there was a little bit more water over it, but this is nice. The wind seems to have died down a bit, so hopefully it won't take me long to get to the next portage. But I can sit here and enjoy this falls. I spent a weekend with my beaver scouts, showing them how to canoe and how to start fires and such. I thought beavers would have been nice to me, but have a look at this. This is the second beaver dam I've had to climb over top of. Those of you who know me know that I like being on the water, not in it, since I really don't swim. That's why I'm wearing my PFD. But this is, I'm almost at the second portage, but I've had to do two leftovers. There's the, there's the lodge over there. Damn. And damn. Anyway, It's a good thing that the great engineers, because I can stand on this and just pull it through. So all is well. Well, this is the second portage, and it's at I'm gonna mispronounce it again. Waterfalls Falls. This is actually a twin falls. There's a lower one here, and about 20 meters up here you have the first drop. This is a very short portage, but I'll show you in a few minutes. It's not short. Isn't always easy, as people like Camper Christine will often tell you. This is a nice falls. There's a close-up view of the lower falls, and I said just about 10 or 20 meters up. This is the first drop right there. I could sit here all day, but it's already 4:30, and I thought I'd be at my campsite by now. But a couple beaver dams slowed me down. I was looking for a way that I could go around them, but of course, you know, that's not going to happen. This is a pretty spot. Now I'll show you what I mean by a short portage isn't always the easiest one. There's the falls. I'm at the bottom of the falls. There's my canoe on the rocks. Got more scratches on it. This is a brand new canoe. It's the first overnight trip it's been on. It's been in the water 4 times now, 5 times now. So beginning of the end, depending on which way you're going, you've got a few little rocks here to climb over. Not a big deal, really. And this part's fairly flat. Again, that's can't get any better than that. Go down the rocks here a little bit. Again, not a big deal. And this is nice. This is the smoothest part you have here. Then you come to Point Grondine's version of the Golden Staircase. Only half as high as the one that's goes with that name in Temagami, but it's a vertical climb, straight up, about 8 feet. Walking up is not a problem, even with your backpack on, not a problem, but coming down or up with a canoe on, that's a bit of a challenge. And once you're up here, it's fairly straightforward. There's a put in or the put out, again depending on which way you're coming. Short portage at 50 meters, that's what the map says, and I agree with it. There's the top of the first falls, but not the easiest one for sure. Well, it's 5:40. I left the dock at about 1:30. I did spend probably about half an hour, 40 minutes at each of the waterfalls, but it was still took me longer to get here than I thought. And of course, I have a stiff breeze in my face, but such is life. And those two beaver dams that the one I went up and down, trying to figure out, can I go around this thing? And of course, of course you can't. So I wasted some time there. However, though, with the breeze, bugs shouldn't be a problem. So I doubt I'll set up my shelter tonight. Probably just a tarp, and of course a tent. However, first things first. Let's check out what we have. Okay, all my gear is up here. Nice little fire pit. This site hasn't been used very often. This park isn't as busy as, say, Algonquin is or area, so it shouldn't be any problem getting some dry firewood here, but we'll see. One spot there for my tent. It's not quite up yet. And let's check for something else that might be kind of important here after being on the water for 4 hours and drinking a liter or two of water while you're while you're paddling. There's my canoe up and have it locked up, or not locked up, but tied up. I can't even talk today. And let's see where this trail leads. I think I already know where this trail leads to. Somewhere important. We have an arrow up here. Let's keep going up here. And I see something in the future there that's going to be real handy. Yep, you got it. It's a boom box, a thunder box, whatever you want to call it. I'm not filming this. Well, as I said, I'm late getting here, so I better throw you up and get this tent set up here. Okay, I have the tent set up. It's 6:40, so it'll be a bit late for supper. But you can tell that there's my hammock up. Hammock always goes up. You can see what kind of breeze it is. Because of the breeze, I've got no real problem with bugs or with mosquitoes. Just some horse flies and around. But that's it. I'll be putting up I won't put up a bug shelter, but I will put up a tarp. I'm not calling for any of that R stuff until Thursday when I'm leaving. But let's have a look and see what's going for dinner. Stove's going, and my first dinner in when I go canoeing is always a steak. So we're just starting that guy up now. And underneath here we've can't see what's boiling. Got some veggies in there, and some sidekicks. Butter and herbs are in there. So we've got half a package of those, and I've got some butter after that, my veggies and my steak. Should be eating in about 10 or 15 minutes from now, and I can't wait because I'm hungry. I think dinner's ready. We've got steak and sidekick, butter and herbs, and some veggies. And I'm starving, so bon appetit to me. Now time for some dessert from Good to Go. It's chocolate mint, and it's good for me because it has like 1 gram of sugar in it, which is great for me, and it's very tasty. It's chocolate, and I love it. So dessert time. Okay, my tarp is up, and for those of you who are into knots and whatever, it's up there with the joints here are in 2 half hitches, and I use my ropes are in lengths of 3 or 4 feet. So I never know just how far away each tree is. So if I just bring one long piece for each corner, it could be a problem. So I tie them together with sheep bends. Can't see one there. There's one there. There's a sheep bend there, and you can see it in there. Two hot pictures there. It's all up. So if we get any of that liquid sunshine tomorrow, I'm all set. Like I said, bugs haven't been a problem, so the bug shelter will stay packed away. And like I said, it's time for me just to lay in my hammock, enjoy the view, read my book. I can even see it. There we go. And yeah, this is going to be a nice evening. It's just shortly after 10 o'clock. Had a nice little fire for about 45 minutes. And just do a bit of a recap of the day. Um, I arrived here at about 12 o'clock. Um, they have you wait in the parking lot, and then it's about 1.5 kilometers down to the waterfront there. They are working on putting in campsites for 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 the front country, so you, you're not allowed to go down on your own to the waterfront. So actually, Henry is the one that that brings you down on a small little vehicle. The portage is rather steep in spots, and they get you down to within about 200 meters or so of the waterfront, and they actually give you a hand bringing down your gear. So that was very nice. Um, I thought I would be on site here, a campsite, within about 2 or 3 hours. Figured it's about 2 hour paddle, and then time at each of the waterfalls and the portage and whatever. Um, but it took me close to 4. Um, One reason was, as I said, there were 2 dams that beavers had built that had to go around. And the first one I was going back and forth trying to see if there was an easier way to get around it, so I wasted a lot of time there. And of course, I'm stopping each of the waterfalls and took lots of pictures and everything there. It's been a really good day. Um, the campsite here, I'm not sure if you'd have room for a second or a third tent. You're allowed to have more people on the tent on the site. Um, I've got a small tent, obviously, and it fits in one spot. One of the spot possibly you get a tent in, so it's a small campsite. Um, but the view here is super, and it's nice. It's not crowded at all, so I didn't pass by anybody else out canoeing today. It's and yeah, just really enjoying it. Tomorrow it'll depend on on the wind, whether I do any day trips or whether I just um, hang on the site here and so I can read and have my hammock to rest in and just relax for a while. But right now I've had a long day. I was up this morning at about 4:45, and it's 10:30 now, just about 10:30 now, and so I'm gonna be signing off then. So have a good night, all. Thanks for watching another Camper 69 video. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate any comments that you leave. Thanks again for watching.